guys, it's Brooke here from the Vintage Garden and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing another decorating video. I guess I should turn some lights on so y'all can see me. Oh, there I am, guys. There he is. So I'm going to be decorating what I refer to as the Lavender Lounge. I have designated bedrooms for my mom and sister. And so I'm starting the process to pick out my paint colors and that sort of thing. So I ordered some fabric swatches from Spoonflower. And so I'm going to show you what those are. And while we're doing it, I'm going to kind of give you guys a slight primer in pattern matching. I'll do a complete video when I have all the samples that I want so I can show you how I'm doing it. But I'm just going to give you guys a little tidbit to start. Okay guys, so before I show you the fabrics, let me tell you about my vision for Lavender Lounge. So Lavender Lounge, because that's my sister's designated guest room, she loves purple, and so I decided to go with purple. The thing with having purple in a Victorian house is that a lot of things with purple tend to be, if you look at fabric and that sort of thing, tend to be very contemporary. And I'm not going for contemporary. But there is kind of a vintage style that kind of does lend itself to the kind of contemporary but maintains that vintage style. And that is like Art Deco and Art Nouveau. There's just something about those styles. They can work like in a setting like this. And also if you have like a more contemporary house, and if you like vintage, you don't necessarily want something like the minimalist they have today. Like you can go with something Art Deco, Art Nouveau. Also mid-century modern would be a cool one, because it's, on one hand it's retro, but on the other hand it does have that modern aesthetic. So I got some fabric off of Spoonflower. I ordered samples. When under the filter option, I did traditional or historical. And then they had several things, and I just did Art Nouveau. And then I did a further filter by purple. So I picked 9 prints that I like. I had them sent. And so let me show you the paper, because this paper shows you kind of better the entire design, because some of the prints are so large scale that the samples they gave me are kind of small. You can't see it. I think if I do this again, which I probably will, because I have to get fabric for curtains, that sort of thing. I think what I'm going to do, actually, you know what? With the 2 that I'm kind of narrowing it down, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to order a fat quarter. So fat quarter is fabric that's 21 inches by 18 inches. And it's typically what you would use if you were going to quilt. So that way I can see how the pattern looks bigger to see if that's really what I like. But let me flip the camera around. Okay, first things first, guys, this is like what it kind of looks like online. So as you can see, this one is, as you can see, it's not even fitting on the sample. Same thing with this one. Some of these fit a little bit better. This one is is bigger too. So now let's look at the samples. So this one right here, I don't even remember the name of it. That one is called Art Nouveau Swirling. This one is called, this is Art Nouveau Illustration. It's Bearded Iris. And that one actually is called Art Nouveau Damask. This one is called Garden in Juneberry. And this one is called Angelica Gigas. I got that one because I actually like the plant Angelica Gigas. This one is called Vintage Victorian. This one right here is called Nouveau Water Lilies. This one right here is Pimpernel. This is a William Morris print on an updated color wheel. And this one right here is called Morris Style Tulip Violet. So these are the 9. So I sent my mom and sister pictures of them. You know what? This one wouldn't be so bad. It's just that I think the pattern is just a little too small. If this was a larger scale print, I think I might be tempted to go with that one. The bearded iris isn't bad. It's got a lot of yellow in it, and I was trying to go for more purple theme. So what, I really narrowed it down. This one, I just really don't like. That color wheel is awful. This one, it looked cuter online than in person. These two weren't bad, but the only thing with these colors is that when I actually started holding them up, to the other walls, like in the Grand Salon, or even, let's see, in this room right here, I don't know, that just starts blending, looking too much like that. And I want the colors in each room to be very unique. And same thing with this one, because this one and this one are very similar. So my sister liked the bearded irises, because when I sent her picture in her phone, that looked purple, this one looked blue, and this one looked more blue. These two, for me, are kind of like my top contenders. And so it's going to be one of these two. My mom, like I was talking over with my mom, and I see her point with this one. Like this has more colors in it. This one, the colors kind of blend all over in this pattern. I mean, these two fabrics don't look bad together. Like, for example, if I could find this on Spoonflower in a much tinier print, kind of like almost like this scale or smaller, they probably could work together. But but these are the two that I'm working with. So I'm thinking I'm going to get fat corners of that. Meanwhile, I did go ahead and get some paint swatches. And so basically what I did is I just like held whatever section of fabric it was I was trying to match, and I just went along with things till I found something that matches. So obviously this color, which is called Black Raspberry, looks good with that. This one, I'm trying to remember what I was matching. This one wasn't that. I think it was one of the colors. Was it? Yeah. Was it one of the... And the light in here is so different now. It's hard to tell. But I'll have to figure out which one I was actually matching. Maybe it was to that one. Let me look at the name of it. Iris. Amethyst Shadow. What was Amethyst Shadow? Because that's the name I remember writing down. Maybe it was this one. So this one, or this one, actually. And then over here, I think some of these may have been one of the lighter shades. Like, for example, this one right here is, wait, hang on. Okay, this is not working. You know, looks so different in the store. Oh, there we go. Here we go. So this one, ooh, man, that looks really good. Like that background right there. Let's see. Oh, maybe I was matching that right there. So this one, the middle one is called Purple Haze. Okay, and this color, I'm trying to remember, what was I matching? What was this color right here supposed to be? Oh, maybe it was just this color right here. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be too light. And so let's see, Violet Sparkle, Blue Viola. Oh, actually, I think, for whatever reason, Blue Viola was what I was looking at. So maybe it was this color over here. Yeah, so the lighting in your house affects a lot of different things, as you can say. So basically, I'm gonna try irises on the wall. I'm gonna try, I think Black Raspberry is gonna be a little too dark in that room. I don't think I wanted to go that dark. So I'm thinking this one, Amethyst Shadow could work. And or something over here, and think these are really the wrong scale for anything on this one. Let's see. If I do something lighter, maybe that one would work. Yeah, so anyway, these are my things. So I'll get samples. So like I said, I just have to decide if I'm going to use this one or if I'm going to use that one. Because this one has more colors, my mom just said you could like pull in some other things, which that is correct with this one. And I think overall, when you look at this particular picture, that's going to look really, I think that's going to look nice as a bedspread, and so will that one, because they're really big. So that is how I'm approaching this. So since we're here, I'm going to do a little taste of pattern matching. Because you guys know, I posted two pictures of chairs I was considering in Terracotta Terrace, what I've now, it used to be Peony Place, I've now renamed it. And a lot of people chose the lighter of fabrics, and I'll post the picture. I didn't go with that one. I decided to go with the tapestry. Okay, so the thing with like pattern matching is that when you're coordinating the prints, hang on. So when you're coordinating the prints, you don't want anything to be same. So, you know, if you have like a all over like damask or something like that, you know, like you can have a floral, but you don't want like two different florals together necessarily, unless, for example, they are like the same floral, except the one is really large and one is really tiny. You want to mix it up. So you're going to have one, typically you kind of have like one statement pattern, and then, you know, whatever style that statement pattern is, for example, if it's like a damask, they go with something different, like something that just looks like it's operating like a stripe, something that's operating like a dot, something that is, if you have one scale, something that's going to be a lot larger, something that's going to be a lot smaller. So I would say that try to keep some of the solid colors the same. It's one, you know, it's not so bad if it's adding, you know, like, you know, if you have something that's got like 3 colors in it, if the other one has like, you know, 2 of the colors in it, but try to keep the colors the same. Don't be adding too many colors, because then it just looks kind of mishmash. So let me show you 2 of the fabrics that when I didn't realize they matched like that, but could work if you're going to use them together. Okay, guys, so here are 2 that could actually work together. They are, in terms of colors, the colors are very similar. Obviously, this one's got a lighter pinkish purple in it, and this one's really just got the base color, you know, that's that purple and a little bit of white, which kind of is very neutral in this. Because I guess there's not really white in here. It's just the bases are kind of the same, but you don't really notice the white that much. So this right here is a large scale print. This is only part of it. Like this like V you see here extends out kind of far. Obviously this is a much smaller print. The other thing is this is also a stripe. And that's how it's going to operate, as a stripe. So, you know, I try to keep, you know, this one has more colors, but this one has pretty much the same colors in it. So since this is kind of like 2 as opposed to like 3 different colors, that's why this one works, because it's not adding anything. It's just kind of giving a little bit more dimension to it. So like if I was going to do some pillows, that would work. I would definitely use this one right there on my bedspread, as a bedspread in like the like a duvet and some shams, and this would be the accent pillows. I could even do this like on some curtains if I really wanted to. And I probably, if I was going to get something a different, like a third one, I would probably see if I could find like maybe a solid in this color, or a solid in one of the deeper purples, or something like this with maybe some small dots or something. But yeah, so You can put like, I think they suggest you put like 3 patterns together. You can do 5 if you want. So it just depends, like everything, it just depends upon how it's actually going to look once you start putting it, you know, all together. So like I said, with these two are very large scale prints. So like I said, if this one of these are smaller or something, they could work. But like I said, I'm going to get some fat squares of this and to see how everything would, which one I actually want to decide with, and then I'll go from there. Okay, so aside from getting the fat squares, which, you know, I may or may not do, I'm still deciding, that's what I'm going with. And so I'm gonna get some sample colors, put them on the walls, and really whatever I think looks better on the wall is probably gonna be more the determining factor in terms of which one of the fabrics I get. So anyway, guys, that is how I'm starting. I'll keep you guys posted. When I get the swatches on the wall, I'll bring you back so you guys can see how it looks in that room, because that room only has 1 window as opposed to Terracotta Terrace, which has 2. So that's gonna change the light. So, you know, I made, like when I said I didn't want to go with the black raspberry because it's a dark color, and on top of that, that room doesn't get a whole ton of light. So that does make a difference. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, you know, leave them in the comment section. And please subscribe if you have not done so already. So I will see you guys in the next video.